You're going out there, you're measuring your competition against other people's competition. You don't necessarily want to today, and then tomorrow your girlfriend don't want to. Tomorrow your girlfriend don't want to go, and you want to go. Why? Tomorrow your wife wants to go, and you don't want to go. Why? Because you're going up against competitors. You're in a very aggressive battle, ladies and gentlemen. Should you continue to keep going out here, showing yourself with your significant wife, with your significant mistress, with your significant girlfriend? Are you going to keep going out here and showing yourself when you know you could have put another stroke of deodorant under your arm? Is that why you don't want to get out the car? And because you know you could have put another stroke of deodorant on that arm? And the other guy that you competing against, he put 4 more strokes under his arm. And he's much more confident. Trying to tell you, you're arid, extra, extra dry. And he's ready to go. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because he's ready to play ball all the time. And sometimes you ain't on it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't on your P's and Q's all the time. You always get relaxed. Why? Because you think everything happens in nature. And it don't, ladies. Everything don't happen in nature. Sometimes they have to be an unforeseen occurrence for a brim to land over there where the crop is at. You see what I'm saying? Like, how the hell did this crappie get out here with these brims? Because something unexplainable happened. And it ended up being paradise for both sets of them. Because they was looking for something different. You see? You see, that crappie was a rock star, ladies. You know what I'm saying? It was a rock star. Why? Because they don't know how the hell it got to that pond, but it did. And it's been a rock star ever since it's been out there. And they don't want to lose. And they made arrangements for it. You know, they made arrangements for it to be around for a while. They protecting the species of that crappie that landed over there with them brims. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen naturally. It was an unforeseen natural occurrence. See, there's a difference between natural and an unforeseen natural. Because a lot of scientists will tell you something like a big bang is unnatural, but it's natural though. You know what I'm saying? But it just don't happen all the time. It happens every now and then. One of a kind, every now and then. You see what I'm saying? Every now and then it's gonna happen like that. You know, you might have 360 days with no precipitation. 360 days with no humidity. Out of nowhere, it's usually not like that. 360 some days, no rain. You know, it don't happen all the time, but sometimes an unforeseen natural occurrence will happen like that. You see what I'm saying, ladies? I tell you, you know, I want to let you know, ladies, you know, only you, ladies and gentlemen, only you know why that you don't want to go out this time. You don't want to put that outfit on that your wife went and picked out for you to wear when the family comes. In fact, you don't even want to see the dang family this time. You tired of it. And guess how she been polishing you up every night? She's been telling you you shouldn't act like that when your family come around. You should be open armed. You should be wanting to see your family. You know what I'm saying? But you tired of it. You tired of it. You wish they would go somewhere else this time because you can't enjoy none of your holidays. Every time you get a chance to vacation, you got to deal with other people. You know what I'm saying? Every time. You know what I'm saying? You don't never get to relax. You got to deal with other folks on your vacation day. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you know. And I tell you, please don't trust the doctor all the time. When you drop your kids off at the doctor like the Olympics did with Dr. Nassar, you can't just trust somebody because it say MD, ladies. You can't trust somebody just because they say doctor, medical doctor. You just can't leave your kids with them, ladies. Man, if you drop your kids off somewhere, drop yourself off too till they finish, ladies. Please, ladies. Because it's bad now, ladies. It really is. I mean, for real, though. It really is bad, ladies. You know, a joker can't find him, then guess what he gonna do? He gonna try to find the first thing that's open, ladies. It's bad. When you get a rebel town, them little rebel towns, Slap Out, Alabama, you know, down like that, like now, you know, place like that, the boondocks and stuff. That's how folks think. They don't have nobody to regulate their behavior. You know what I'm saying? They going to where they think the action is. You know what I'm saying? That's where they gonna go. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go to anything that say open, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's why I say stay around your kids, protect your kids. Like, your kids gonna appreciate it. When your kids strong enough to defend themselves, then that's cool. But while they young and stuff like that, man, always stay around your kids and protect them while you can. You know, you're gonna appreciate yourself, and they might not appreciate it right now, but later on, when they see the difference between them and their peers, they gonna be thankful that you was around protecting them. They really are. Man, y'all ever seen the Devil's Playground with the Amish people? When the Amish people finally let their kids go out there in the Devil's Society, that's just the society we live in. Just say if somebody say, okay, go down there to the alley bar and have a party. Amish people don't do that till they turn 16, 15, 16. Where they let their kids go out there for 2 years and live out there like regular people live. They call it the Devil's Playground. Because Amish people, they don't use power, they don't use cell phones, they don't use cable, they don't go to clubs, they don't do all that drinking and smoking, they don't do that. You know, they really have a society where they do things the traditional way. You know, they make things with their hands, they raise their own food, and they take care of their own. And they don't depend on outside people to help them. They do for themselves, you know what I mean? But they got this thing called the Devil Playground. They let them go out there and lay down. Let me tell you, it's very tempting. You don't usually have one of them Amish kids that say that they don't want to go. Almost every last one of them go out there and try it. I think I seen one show where one of them came back before they even went out there and said they just wanted to go ahead and marry their high school. You know, it's not like an outside. It's like a home school that they do. But you know, they married their neighbor and they didn't go out there. And you better believe, man, they rank moved up in that society very fast. They was like an instant officer because all the other kids said that they was gonna go out there and try it because they thought that the entertainment district had something to offer that was better than the Amish society. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, one of them did say that they didn't want to go, that they was gonna stay up under the Amish community the whole time without experiencing the Devil Playground, and they had got married right there. They got married right there in front of the TV. They got married to their neighbor, and then they showed the other ones leaving, going to the Devil Playground. Ladies and gentlemen, if you seen the difference in them children, those teenagers in like 2 years, ladies and gentlemen, they look like they've been smoking crystal milk every day compared to the picture when they left. They showed a picture when they left their house to go out there to the Devil Playground for 2 years. When I tell you, every last one of them looked like they were smoking crystal milk, ladies. Just because they left that community that was protecting them. A lot of them, they dyed their hair, tattoos, piercings. They started smoking and drinking, doing drugs. You know, at first they weren't listening to no music. We had one dude, looked like he was hooked on Snapchat and Facebook because unlike the peers in his age that was in society, he never met them before until he turned like 15. When he got out there and learned about Facebook and Snapchat, he was just like head over heels about it. You know, because he had never got the experience because his parents wouldn't let him. You know, they were just saying that's just like a product of the devil to keep your mind away from the prize. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, they did say that a lot of them that go out there, they come back, and then there's a lot that go out there that don't. And you know, they feel very sorry for the ones that don't. Man, they put that camera on some of them kids that go out there and don't come back. Ladies and gentlemen, you can tell that they surroundings ain't for them. You know what I'm saying? You can tell it. I'm talking about just as clear as day. And I'm only watching the show for like 2 hours. And I could tell just from that 2-hour documentary, I could look at that environment from the context and the setting, that environment was not for that Amish child that had left home to see if they could find something better than staying, you know, in that society that they was in. It's something to see, ladies and gentlemen, you know. But I'm gonna tell you that's even more different than that. A lot of people out here in our society, we not born into no societies like that. People try to convert us into it. You see what I'm saying? We like on the other end of it. You know what I'm saying? Most people are on the other end. Like we were born in a society, a free society, American society, that we don't have to bow down to anything, or we can express ourselves, protect ourselves, and stuff like that. And then you have people that try to bring you into a society that try to break you off from your freedoms. You see what I'm saying? So you see what the difference is, right? You know, it's virtually the same thing, but it's on the other end. But who's having more fun? Man, you better believe that Amish kid that finally get away from home done had more fun than you done had your whole life. You already know he had. Man, that Amish child done had more fun in them last 2 years than you have your whole life. You see what I'm saying? Because it was just like as much as you can get at one time. Okay? They was getting as much excitement as probably like in one day than you done had the last couple of years. You know what I mean? You know, because I guess if something's just the norm for you, then you don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But somebody don't normally experience that type of freedom, man, they having the time of their life. You know what I'm saying? If they could write a book compared to the book you trying to write.